Okay guys, just going to go ahead and go through the list of things you're going to need real quick. First off, I wanted to thank GL Aquatics, keeping the wild wild. Really great company. A friend of mine, Gary, runs it. He's an awesome guy. He came out personally and he helped drill and do some of the things for my tank, including set up the auto top off, or the float switch inside. We'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and show you that right now. We drilled into the side of the glass on my sump, the very bottom. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that or not, but it's actually right there on the side. Really clean cut. I gotta give this guy props. He did a very nice job. I want to say it took a matter of 10-15 minutes. He was in and out. It was awesome. So big props to G&L Aquatics for all of us local Vegas reefers. So if you guys ever need any of their your tanks drilled, just take it to them. Really good deals, really good rates on getting your guys' tanks drilled and plumbed. So other than that, let's go ahead and go through the list real quick of the things that you're going to need. First off, you're going to need, I would say, maybe one or two 2-foot 3/4 inch pipes of PVC. You are going to need an RO ball valve right here. You're going to need a John Guest fitting, and then you're going to need a cap. And what I did here, and actually Gary over at GNL Aquatics went ahead and did this for me. He drilled into the cap right here. He got the John Guest fitting for the RO fitting, and he put it in there, put a little bit of PVC cement, and then he used JB Weld to go all the way around there and in the inside to completely lock and seal this fitting right here, so that way I can go ahead and put it onto the PVC coming out of the bottom of the vat, or the barrel, as you can say. You're also going to need a 3/4 inch 90-degree elbow. You're going to need 2 3/4 inch ball valves, and I will show you further down why you need 2 3/4 inch ball valves. You're going to need 2 3/4 inch bulkheads for your barrel, your container, your trash can, your vat, whichever you want to call it. And like I said, you are going to need the JB water weld. Let's see. It doesn't have to be JB. Just get some kind of water weld. It's like $5 a tube. And also, of course, you're going to need your. This is a Kent Marine float switch. There's a bunch of other float switches out there. I've just heard really good reviews. Also, Gary over at GNL Aquatics highly recommend this. So I went ahead and went with the Kent Marine, so I couldn't go wrong. As you can see, I'm going ahead and I've moved some of my water containers over here and trying to organize some of this stuff. So I'll go ahead and keep you updated and show you some of the things that you're going to need to do before prepping your barrel, your trash can, whichever you're going to use for this. Okay guys, this right here is going to be my my container, my trash can, or my vat, if you want, whatever you want to call it. This is a 55-gallon food-graded barrel I received at a food industry warehouse. It was just like a field with just nothing but containers and containers, and I really got a steal on this. It was only $15 unwashed, and it was $20 washed. But this just contains nothing but cider vinegar, so it came out really easy. So I just got it unwashed and just drove it home. It has lids on the top so you can unscrew it and put anything you need into your top off water, which I'll be probably putting Kubwasser in there. Other than that, guys, it's really great, and for the price you can't go wrong. 55 gallons to store your top off water is awesome. I'm going to be drilling a 3/4 inch hole right down here and below, and a 3/4 inch hole right here on the side. And also we're going to be drilling a 1/4 inch hole on the right side of here to allow the RO line to go in there for the float valve. The float valve is going to sit right, I want to say probably just a little bit above, I want to say maybe 1 inch or 2 inches above the top of this rim, just to allow maximum storage, as you could say, you want to say. Other than that, I'll just go ahead and drill these holes real quick and show you what needs to be done. Okay guys, as you can see, went ahead and I cut the top off so that I could fit all the bulkheads and stuff in there. I went ahead and I marked all the gallon size where it's at. And as you can see, all the way down at the bottom, I went ahead and cut the 2 spots for the bulkheads, and also 1 spot right there, all the way up there, right here for the actual float valve itself. So this right here will fit right in there, and you want it to be somewhat snug, and I'll probably go in there a little bit more and try to see if I can't get that. Oh, I think that should be good. I'll just screw it in. But that's what you really want. You don't want it to be too loose to go in, because then you're going to have leaks and problems down the road. Okay guys, now installing the bulkhead, go ahead and make sure that it's actually clear of any burrs and it's clean. Go ahead and put your bulkhead in, and you want to make sure that this right here, this O-ring, is on the inside. That's pretty much all you're going to need to do. Go ahead and zoom out for you. So everything's installed in there now. So now we can just go ahead and get everything else plumbed and fitted. I'll go ahead and do this, and I will get back to you guys soon. Okay guys, so everything is, well, almost everything is ready to go. I just have to let the cement and some of the weld, the JV weld, go ahead and sit overnight and cure fully before I go ahead and put water in it. Everything's looking good. Have the RO line hooked up over here, so it's going to feed up there, and once it fills all the way up, that float should shut that off. It's the only reason I got that, so that I could just let it run, not have to worry about coming in here and having hundreds of gallons of RO water all over the floor, which is a nightmare. The one thing I still have to go out, for some reason, I got a 3/4 inch 90-degree elbow. It's not the right type of elbow. It's the outside diameter is 3/4. It's not the inside diameter. So I have to go back and I have to get a larger 3/4 inch. The inside diameter 3/4 inch 90-degree angle elbow, whatever you want to call it. So I have to go get another one, but this was generally going to go right here, and then it was going to feed down so that I can fill up buckets, I can fill up anything I want. Just make sure when you're done to have this in the off position. That's nice to have, nice feature. Gary over at G&L, I think it's G&L Aquatics, he recommended it. Like I said guys, he's been a great help. Him and his company, I really recommend them. If you guys are in town, around town, or have any questions, give them a call, look them up. Really helpful for beginner reefs, serious reefers. He's always been there to help, so I really appreciate all the help that he's given, and all the knowledge that he's shown me. So, and right now I'm pretty confident in cutting glass. with all the steps and the tips that he showed me, I may or may not go out and get maybe my own diamond bit tools or drill bits and try myself. Just practice like he did. He just took a couple of 10-gallon tanks or tanks that he really didn't care about, and he just started practicing and practicing. And he says it's really easy. Well, it's not easy, but it's not, doesn't faze him anymore. So I'm gonna try. I might. He said it's fairly inexpensive on eBay to get a set of drill bits. But if you guys are still a little bit cautious about doing this, hit him up. You know, he does really good work. I can contest to that. So I really appreciate his help, and just a big shout out to him and his company. Other than that, guys, I updated my board over here to DI resin and filter resin, TDS readings, my salinity, how many cups of the Kent Reef salt, which I am now using instead of the Red Sea, how many cups of that to add for every 10 gallons. My feeding chart, I now have a feeding chart just to try and control some of the nutrients and phosphates getting into my tank. But other than that, guys, everything's doing really good. The next update I want to show you guys is this right here. I am adding phosphate reactors. One's going to be run GFO, another one's going to run carbon, and then I have a friend who's going to give me his, and I'm going to run biopellets in that one. So biopellets, carbon, and GFO. So it's going to be a great update. I can't wait to start running this stuff to slowly get rid of this algae. It's not as bad now, just because this Saturday I did a water change and I groomed it as much as I could just to get it all the way down to the rock. Started to come back just a little bit more. But other than that, everything's really starting to look good. My corals are really starting to flourish. I did add a Duncan. The story behind this Duncan is a hobbyist had it in his tank, his reef tank. His clowns kept badgering the hell out of it, so he couldn't keep it in his tank anymore because they weren't coming out. So I've had this for, I want to say, about a week now. They haven't extended out yet, so hopefully, and you can still see there's plenty of healthy tissue. It's not, recessing or anything like that. So I'm fairly confident that I can actually recuperate this coral. So I put it on the very bottom because he had T5 lightings. And I didn't want to shock it with my, really high bright LED lights. So I put it at the very bottom. I'm going to keep it at the bottom. The good thing about Duncans is it's a great beginner coral, very hardy. You can put it just about anywhere in your tank. And unlike other LPS corals, you can actually put it next to other corals without it stinging. Unlike, my elegance coral, my hammer, and my frog spawn. Those guys will sting the hell out of anything that's next to it. So I'm kind of excited about it. I really hope that it pulls through. Other than that, guys, everything's starting to do really good. I changed my lighting schedule just a little bit to mimic the daylight or the sunset and sunrise. I actually got on Excel and created a formula on Excel to allow to show where everything is at. It gives me a little of a graph. So I'm pretty excited about that. It seems to be doing good for my tank. Not too much, but not too little. Other than that, guys, if you guys have any questions on the Gravity Fed ATO top off system, please let me know. I'm here. I'll try and answer any questions that I have. And if you guys would like to check out G&L Aquatics, I'll go ahead and post something down below in the description so you guys can go ahead and check them out. Get a hold of him. Like I said, if you guys are local, he's in the Vegas area. So for everyone who's out of state or anything like that, I'm not entirely sure if he does anything for that. So I'm not going to say anything about that, but just know, just give him a shout out. Really appreciate all the help he did. So, but if you guys have any questions, hit me up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can stay tuned to all my future updates and tips and tricks. Thanks.